happy to be here. Oh, welcome to the big show. I'd like to have you here. So, and there we go. Okay, got my coffee like that. Remove the microphone just a little bit. And how about that? Welcome. Welcome. Oh no, something. You're hurting. You're hurting. What's wrong? Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? I am doing just fine. Oh, pardon me. Hey, good morning, awkward office mom. Good morning, everyone. Sicky. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Very sorry to hear that. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Well, welcome to the stream. I'm Pete. You're watching Treehouse. That'd be funny. Any theme song. And good morning, Macbeth. Ooh, my coffee's getting a little cold. Good thing I have a microwave. Right, folks? Right? Oh, God. Does my booty look okay when I go down to bend over? Okay, it's all right. We'll do it. Doing great. Gonna meet up with some D&D nerds. I love a good D&D nerd. Cooking breakfast for a bunch of... Oh, you had a sleepover. How'd you guess the background noise? What's for breakfast this morning? Well, we're doing a little Britishy themed, a little British themed breakfast this morning, my friends. We are going to be making. We are going to be making some beautiful tea bits. Well, some scones. Some scones. Let's call them scones. Let's call a spade a spade, or a scone a scone. Let's call a scone, my friends. Now I'm going to make a quick announcement video here on the old Tickety Talk. I know you're watching on TikTok, but... Oh, there we go. There's my coffee. Okay, great. We're going to go a little British, okay? Wait, no, what's like it's like the da-da-da, that's the graduation song. What's like the Queen's song? Hold on. What is like or like the King's song, I guess. God save our gracious King. Yeah, that's it right there. There you go. Da-da-da-da-da, God, da-da-da. Okay. Okay. Good morning. I'm here cooking live on TikTok for the breakfast stream. We're going to do something in honor of the coronation. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not a monarchist at all. But we're going to make some British-style scones, have a little butter with them, get down with it. It's going to be a good thing. Tune into the breakfast stream live right now, like right here. I think you just got to click this little face thing, and you can be watching. We'll see you there. Maybe we won't. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I should have ended this video like 7 seconds ago. Alright guys, I am an excellent marketer. I don't know if I've ever told any of you. Live on TikTok. Now I gotta put a little music in the background. We're gonna do God Save the King. Keep it. God save the... What's for breakfast? We're gonna do some scones. We're gonna have a nice little... God, I find myself funnier than anyone else. Live right now. Live right now. Perfect save. Post. Boom. Good morning, Amanda. Oh, turn that light out. Good morning, Amanda. Happy Saturday. I feel that I find myself funnier than other people do. Make the garlic thinner. Oh, you're talking about my Goodfellas post. It doesn't matter how thin you make garlic. It doesn't dissolve. You can like sweat garlic down and make it so soft that it like turns into just like a big little pile. Oh, a big little pile. Did I say a big little pile? A big little pile of mush. Okay, great. So we are going to make some scones this morning, my friends. I'm excited. You're excited. We're all excited. Let's get excited. Okay, we need a few ingredients, or ingredients, as you might say. It's not thin enough. Well, it doesn't matter how thin it is because it's not ice. If you found a way to replace your garlic with ice, then your garlic might melt. But, okay, there we go. What's up, Wisconsin? I saw Wisconsin in the house there. Okay, we're going to start. We're going to make some basic scones. Basic tea biscuit type deal. No, scone, not a tea biscuit. Anyway, so we're going to get some flour in here. Let's say about a cup or so. 1 and a 2. It's funny how the stream like takes off really quickly. Like we were up to 170 viewers, and then it just dies right off. It's very funny. I feel like the algorithm pushes it out to the For You page for like a grand total of like 4 minutes, and then hey, what's up, chef? How you doing? Yeah, it's pretty sweet, eh? So we got the whole setup here. I got a fridge here. Got like an actual sink here. Oh my goodness, I had to set up, I did a couple streams where we had no running water and I had to have like a jug of water. Not. What's the difference between scones and biscuit? Mostly accent. Scone versus a biscuit, right? So if you say scone, or if you say biscuit, that's 1000% the difference. What are you making, Mariah? We're making some scones. We're making scones today, my love. So we put about a cup or so of flour. We're going to do some sugar. This is nice white castor sugar. Let's get some sugar. The coolest part of this setup, too, for anyone just tuning in, is if you take your little old phone, I'll show you because I can watch my own live on live. Maybe that's why I'm not doing so well. I got to watch my own numbers. Right. So the coolest part is if you're on the live like this, you can see, actually here, I'll do it here on this phone. If you're on the live like this, and you're watching all normally like, if you just hit this little button here at the bottom of like the screen, or like where the window is, it'll rotate it. And so now you got me in widescreen. Look at that. And you can see a time delay too. So that's pretty sweet. Because you can get a whole little live stream view or a little widescreen live stream. It's a lot of fun. And I got to keep remembering to look up at the camera. That's some good coffee. Okay. Let's get whiskey with it. I've got this whisk, which was absolutely the one of those things you stick into like a hand whisk. I just rescued it and have repurposed it for my tiny whisk. Get whiskey with it. Well, thank you very much. I like a good pun. What can I say? Okay, great. Whisk in that sugar. And then we need some baking powder just to make her rise. We're going to add about a tablespoon, and I'm going to add just a little more because I want these to be nice and fluffy. You can also add some cream of tartar. That's going to like help stabilize everything. It's just going to make your rise a little bit more even. And you can hide the comments if you swipe right. I only swipe right. Swipe. Oh, God damn it, I messed it up. I only swipe right, baby. Oh my God, swipe? What is swipe? I only swipe right, baby, because I have low standards. Anyway, welcome to the world's most professional cooking show. That doesn't work. It's hold and clear chat. We're getting all the advice. Now, one of the important things with this is you can sift how much cream of tartar, teaspoon or less for every cup of flour. So less than a third of what you're going to add for baking powder. Really, you don't need much. It's a sort of a powerful substance. Cream of tartar is a stabilizer, typically for anything with flour or baked goods. And it's kind of like, it's going to add a whole bunch of extra like starch and just help anything that rises and that, makes little structures and little airy pockets while rising. It's just going to help make that a little bit stiffer. And so that stuff is going to stay up. So like you could add it to your popovers and they wouldn't flop, right? Or you can add it to souffle if you want to cheat a little bit at souffle. It's a legit way to cheat quite a few different little things like that. But you could also sift this flour. I'm just whisking it ad nauseum. Hey, what up, Loki? We're just sort of like whisking it instead of sifting it. But actually, you know what? We could sift it. I'm gonna sift it. We're gonna get sifty with it, my friends. Because I forgot I have a sifter. Now, sifting is great too because you're going to get your ingredients mixed really evenly. The real way you do this, or the real reason you do this when you're baking, is because it ensures, or it makes it very difficult for things not to mix evenly. Because all your lumps will come out. You will have everything mixed together because it has to go through the same screen. So if we just basically go like this, and it'll just make everything really nice, really fine, and really even. You got to be gentle with it, or else it'll all come out. And I'll show you at the end, once we finish this, the difference between sifting and whisking. So with sifting, or with whisking, it's not very much of a difference, because I did a pretty good job apparently. But you can see you can't barely see. There's a couple of little solid things that got stuck in my screen. That's okay. Okay, here we go. Well, that one more time. I used to sift grinded oatmeal to make baby oatmeal. Morning, Chef. Hey, morning, Eric. Good, Wanda. How you doing? And I'm just going to sift that again because I really want to use this other bowl because it's a bit bigger. I'll just give that a quick rinse. Yeah, we're not going to wash that one up. We'll just leave that off to the... you know what? Just give that a little rinse like that. Sift grinded oatmeal. Make baby oatmeal cereal. That's cool. That's actually a super smart tip. Yeah, because if you sift your oatmeal, then you're going to get a really nice... Yeah, smart. That's super smart, actually. Okay, second sift. Da, 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 da. Oh, my goodness. So Alex and I, my wife, we went to the movies last night. And it's the first time we've been to the movies in literally years. We saw the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Fantastic. Cannot say enough good about it. It was excellent. It was beyond excellent. It was one of the better Marvel movies I've seen in a long, long time. Yeah, we really had enjoyed ourselves. Haven't been to a movie in forever though. It was super weird. Have you guys gone to movies? Are you back into the movies? Or are you still sort of like, I don't know, holding off or just, just not or whatever? But yeah, I don't know. It was weird. But good, weird. Oh, did I add any salt? I didn't add any salt. We got to add a little salt. Just a pinch. You don't need much salt, but you do need some salt. Okay, great. I got to give my counter a quick clean here. So let's do it. Good little spray bottle for counter cleanings here. Bada boom, bada bing. Oh, and it's Way of the Water. Oh, okay. That's the new Avatar one, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good movie. I'm not huge on the Avatar movies, but that's a good one to see in theaters. And Spider-Verse, too. Yeah, I think that's it. People are just being a lot more picky about what movies are kind of like worth it to go see in an actual theater. And I don't know. I don't think that's actually a bad thing in some ways. Like, we don't need 6 movie theaters in every small town, or you know what I mean? We do need a couple, and I wish independent movie theaters would make a comeback, so we could have like cool like retro movies. Or yeah, last movie I saw in theaters was Super Mario. You know what? People seem to be enjoying it. I am incredibly surprised that it turned out at all good. But funny enough, yeah, that's another movie that Chris Pratt is in. Chris Pratt must be making absolute just printing money right now, eh? Are you cooking real food or fake food? I think you mean stunt food, but yeah, real food. Okay. I want to see, are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. Yeah! That looks fun, too, actually. Can't beat OG Judy Bloom. My hubby was more excited than our 6-year-old. I wanted to hear 7. That's funny. Okay, we are going to get some butter off of here. Not quite that much. Let's say about that much. Hey, it's my second favorite East Coaster. Excuse me. Who's your number 1 favorite East Coaster? It's not me. Who would it be? Sidney Crosby? Big hockey fan? Okay, we're going to take our cheese grater. Ooh, I'm going to make sure I don't block the camera. And we're just going to make sure that comes out now. There we go. Got to be the classified. Okay, class is pretty cool. Whoa, I have a good buddy who played bass for him a couple times. Okay, yeah, so we're just going to grate this butter. That's just going to make it nice and small little pieces. It'll make it mix very nice and easily. Oh, geez. As long as it doesn't come apart. Yeah, you could just cut up your butter into small chunks. Love the new setup. Hey, thanks very much. Appreciate you. Yeah, you could cut it into smaller chunks. A lot of different ways you can do your butter. Whatever works for you. Oh, God damn it. Is that getting stuck in there now? Well, if you get stuck in there, butter, you defeat the purpose and you make me look like an idiot. Butter? Yeah, butter's making me look like an idiot, not me. Okay, all right. Yeah, well, that wasn't as effective as a little old PD here claimed it was going to be. So, okay, great. Hey, thanks. What if I want raw milk to make cheese? Well, if you want raw milk to make cheese, you're going to have to heat your milk to a temperature of approximately 160 degrees Fahrenheit to allow your rennet and your bacterias, well, basically to kill them off after they do their work. Anyway, I'm being pretentious and talking really long-windedly. If you make cheese with milk, you are, in a sense, pasteurizing the cheese when you do it by boiling or by bringing the milk to a certain temperature. The Husky tool chest. Yes, sir, we are indeed rocking the Husky tool chest. Good eye. But yeah, if you want to make raw milk with cheese, A, it's not necessary because there are things like microfiltered milk, which make excellent cheese and preserve the natural flora of the cheese. So you don't actually need to do that. But if you so insisted, yeah, I mean that's fine because you're gonna heat the milk. That's what people don't get. They're like, well, what about raw milk for cheese? Yeah, well, it's not raw anymore when you've made it into cheese, unless you're making some sort of low temperature cheese that I'm not sure exists. Yeah, milk straight from the dairy. I mean, it's not. I think you can get milk straight from the dairy and still have it pasteurized. Pasteurization doesn't. Anyway, yeah. It's funny. People reported that video. That video got reported and taken down, and I had to appeal it and get it put back up because there was enough people who are, I guess, pro raw milk that follow me that don't agree with my hot takes. I don't know. It was taken down for bullying and harassment, which is bizarre because the video has no mention of anyone specifically. But what's up, Brian? How you doing? Yeah, I woke up this morning and I looked at my TikTok and it was like your video has violated the community guidelines, which is just a terrifying way to wake up. But all right, now we are going to get our butter. People have too much time on their hands. You know what? It is what it is. It doesn't take that much time to report a video. But baby swiped my phone. Oh, excellent. I'll be careful. Those kids got sticky fingers. What are we cooking, Brian? We're making some scones. Some lovely scones for breakfast this morning. We're going to do a nice... Well, we're just gonna have them with a little butter to start off with, really. But yeah, we're just getting all the butter mixed in nice and evenly into our mixture. You kind of want this to end up looking like it's like wet sand, you know? So when you have these little grains like that, this is sort of what we want. There's still a couple big lumps. Love a good scone. Sweet or savory? We're going sweet with these ones, yeah. Going a nice sweet classic, a tea scone. The sort of thing you would serve at the coronation dinner. Indeed, 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 indeed. Okay, you know what? We are just going to do a quick little... There we go. Okay, that looks great. All right, we'll wash the hands real quick. Down. And I think I don't have, no, I don't have a rolling pin down here. So what we're going to need to do, what we're going to need to do, first we're going to need to add our liquid. What am I saying? We've got to turn these scones from a scone into a dough. I like to use a little sour cream. You could use buttermilk. You could use yogurt and a little bit of vinegar. Whatever you like. But I think a good biscuit or a scone needs just a slight bit of tanginess to it. And I think it really helps things out. But hey, welcome to everyone who's joining the stream now. I'm Pete. We're cooking some scones this morning. Stay tuned. Feel free to ask questions. We love it when you ask questions. Okay. Coronation Lies came up. I thought it said Corona Nation. Welcome to Saturday. It's Corona Nation here in Great Britain. We'll be watching a 200-year-old horse-drawn carriage go by and dropping limes into America's favorite beachfront beer. If you don't have buttermilk, how would you make your own buttermilk? You would get some milk and you would add like a teaspoon of vinegar to it for every cup or so of milk that you used. You'd let it sit for a second. It kind of curdles and sours a little bit. And hey, bada boom, bada bing, you've got a pretty good buttermilk substitute in a pinch. Okay, Corona Nation, we're going to make some biscuits this morning. Why am I doing it like I'm Macho Man Randy Savage? Okay, Britons, we're going to do a coronation here at the Royal Rumble. Okay. We'll do a dollop or two of sour cream. I forgot what I was adding in there. And then just a touch of water. Just a touch. I'm going to mix the sour cream and the water here till we have a milk-like consistency. Maybe thick like cream. Almost like a clotted cream. A very British thing of the clotted cream. Okay. My thing isn't dripping, right? Good. So no butter in buttermilk. No, buttermilk is when you're making butter and you go like this and you churn your cream. The cream separates into butter fat and the stuff that's left over that still kind of looks like milk is buttermilk. Now the buttermilk has a lot of protein in it because all the fat has been separated out into the butter. So buttermilk used to be like a diet thing. Doctors would recommend if you needed to go like on a weight loss diet in the 1950s, they'd be like, drink buttermilk every morning with 2 boiled eggs. But that's like legit. It's quite healthy for you in that regard, despite it tasting like vinegar. Okay, we're gonna loosely bring everything together. We do not want to mix too much at all. You really just want to have things like coming together. You can see this is not obviously like a consistent dough. That's okay. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take it out onto our cutting board. Wow, this is so funny. It's a slow stream this morning. I'm so happy to have all you here with me. But It's very unusual. Ever since I've been doing the lives this way on TikTok, the numbers have been low. So maybe we'll try an experiment tomorrow. Maybe I'll go live on Twitch with this setup, because it's very easy to recreate in Twitch. And then I've got a second mount up there, and we can do the classic breakfast stream on just the cell phone. Yeah, I don't know. That was kind of my goal eventually, was to transition to a two-tiered stream, where if people want, they can watch on Twitch. There'll be more fun stuff, more interactions. And if they don't, you can just tune in briefly or casually. But you're going to get a Twitch account. The great thing about a Twitch account is you don't have to get one. You can just use Twitch. And it already, if I'm not mistaken, connects to existing accounts. Like, you don't have to create anything. But there. I've yet to download it. You don't even need to. That's what I'm saying. I want to do it in such a way that I can do like a simulcast, right? But, okay. We're going to very gently just sort of knead this dough together. You can see it's crumbly, it's flaky. That is what we want. I'm going to take the extra flaky bits, kind of put them on top here like that. And then I'm just going to fold them into the dough. And then we're just going to let that sit for like, I don't know, 30 seconds. Should go check it out. Definitely do. I mean, Twitch is great too. Twitch is just a cool app in general, just because there's a lot of functionality to it, right? But yeah. Okie dokie, and then you get your lovely tea towel of Scotland. As you can see, Scotland. You got all your clan, your little clan here. Oh no, these are not for clans; these are for towns. You got Inverness. Inverness's coat of arms is just a Christ on the cross, which is a bold. It's a bold coat of arms. Anyway, y'all don't care about heraldry. I'm obsessed with like flags and heraldry. I don't know if y'all know that, but gaming-wise, but never checked it out myself. Well, there you go. First time for everything. Oh, also, it's May, so hold on. Let me just see when that's coming up. I've got a cool announcement. When does it? Coming this summer. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, it's coming soon. I'm going to be on a TV show this summer. It's like a trivia TV show. It's coming out soon. Yeah, I thought it was already out, but I don't know. Whatever. I'll tell you guys that in a few weeks. We can all have a little watch party where we watch me on TV. That might be fun. I look like an idiot. It's great, but yeah, you'll get to see me on a real camera. In a real TV studio. That's coming. I thought it was later I was told it was airing in May. But what do I? Nobody cares about old me. But yeah, that's going to be fun. That's coming up soon. Y'all get to see me answer some fun trivia. Velveeta block pasta, sir. It is the coronation today. Come on, TV star. Oh, that's what I should do. I'll get on a cooking show, and I'll just do Velveeta block pasta on the cooking show, and lose. It'll be good. You got me there. You got me there. Okay. We're gonna let's get our little oven here heated up. We're gonna preheat you at, let's do 350. We'll preheat that guy there. And we're also gonna do the biscuits on, I need to clean up my air fryer already, that's funny. Or win spectacularly. I don't know about the winning. Oh God. We just lost a magnet. Magnet down. Magnet down. Okay. We're just going to give this sheet pan here a little clean, because I believe my wife and I made some chicken nuggets yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to clean it. When I say chicken nuggets, I mean chickenless chicken nuggets. In case you're curious, the wife and I don't eat a lot of real nuggies. Okie dokie. How can a chef have a kitchen that small? If you're not aware, most people who work as chefs do not, in fact, have a restaurant in their home. I know this is going to shock you. It shocked me when I heard about it. Holy crap. Okay. Interesting. We've got a lot of smoke going on here. If you'll excuse me one second, we've got a bit of a smoke issue going on, folks. That's okay. Let's just get the extractor fan going here. Okay, we'll all survive. The lack of real nuggies. Best way to cook frozen tail on shrimp. Huh. Frozen tail on shrimp. You know what? I'll be honest, Brian. The amount of times I cooked frozen tail on shrimp, I can count on like 1 or 2 hands. Not something we did a whole lot of when I was cooking, so I don't really know. You definitely want to defrost them, I think, so you can put them in some cold running water. And then, yeah, and then really, you're probably gonna want to cook them at a nice good heat. And please, we've been over this. Please don't die. Hey, Kev, how you doing? Oh, goodness gracious! I gotta get a second mouse so I can like control the screen a little bit. All right, that's okay. We'll get the smoke out of here. Lickety split. Don't worry. Let me just text my wife, and I'll just tell her. Make sure that. Okay. Well, whatever. Hey Siri, text Alex. Don't worry, the house isn't on fire. Okay, that will make her panic at all. We'll just send her a quick, don't worry, honey. I added butter and garlic powder to the pan. Yeah, so you're going to want to cook them for a shorter amount of time then. Or maybe even in a little bit of liquid. So they like throw a tiny little bit of white wine in your pan, let them boil and poach, and then just right at the end, like garlic butter is going to get bitter or garlic powder is going to get bitter if you cook it if you burn it in the oil at all. So right after you finish cooking it, then take it off the heat, add your butter, add your garlic, toss the shrimp to coat it. But you don't really need the butter or the garlic to cook. You know what I mean? You can cook the shrimp nice and quickly in other ways. What did she say? I said don't worry. Okay. Why have we got Russian chats? Does anyone speak Russian? Good tip. I must have burnt the powder. It certainly wouldn't help if you burnt the powder, but I don't speak Russian, so if someone can tell me if this is a something that's going on here, we'd love it. Okay. Putin. No, Putin is fries, cheese curds, and gravy. Didn't you have a bigger cooking area, like a stove? Indeed, Wayne, I did have a stove. We've made a basement studio, so I can basically shoot cooking videos here without having to worry about, taking over our actual home kitchen. Yeah, you're right. I was being a bit of a dick, though. Sorry. They were saying cook something delicious. Oh, okay, cool. Well, we will indeed do that. All right. We're going to take our nice bottle of San Pellegrino here, and we're going to roll it out until we get about an inch or so thick. You can use anything as a rolling pin. One of the greatest pizza guys in New York City, Mr. Lucali, uses like a wine bottle. Okay, let's get our little cookie cutter here. You're going to go right to the edge, as close to the edge as we can go. Put it in, take it out. Hey, bada boom, a bada bing. Okay, it seems our oven is preheated. So now we're going to go on I can never figure out how to like change the setting on my fucking air fryer. Is that it? Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to leave it for, okay, 10 minutes. Okay, perfect. Okay. I can never figure out my air fryer. Maybe this is why I was always like anti-air fryers. Because in fact, I'm actually a bit of a dummy. Alright, we're going to get a little bit of flour on our cookie cutter there so she doesn't stick. Nice little wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Boo, 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 boo. Howdy, King Bean. Howdy, Bean subject. I wasn't aware that I was King Bean. But thank you for using my title. Cooking in the air fryer, cool. Well, the great thing about this air fryer too is it does have settings to do just like regular bake, right? We're gonna just take our hands, gently sort of try and mush this dough together without kneading it, because we don't want to form gluten strands, right? You don't want to form gluten if you're making a quick bread. I've said it 100 times and I'll say it 100 more. Oh, you don't want to make gluten when you're making quick bread. Okay. Get 2 more scones out of this. Like that. And then we are going to just... Hey, Butterman! How you doing, Butterman? How is the Butterman doing today? Now we're going to take the leftover scrap of dough. And I'm just going to mush it into the little cookie cutter here. We'll take this guy and we'll just sort of pop him in there. See if we can't early Pete the musical. I make up stupid songs like that like all the time. It's quite fun. Okay, great. And then one of these biscuits will be too small. You know what? Let's just toss this guy. No sense in making a small biscuit. Actually, we're not going to toss him, but... Okay. So, that's all ready to go. Bada boom. Bada bing, as they say. Speaking of bada booming, bada binging, do you know what we did after we went to the movies last night and saw the new Guardians of the Galaxy, which was excellent? We went to East Side Mario's, baby. Oh, yeah! Because East Side Mario's is actually such a dope restaurant. I know, it's bad, everyone hates it, blah, 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 it's corporate, nah, nah. I freaking love East Side Mario's, man. Unlimited bread. Sign this bad boy up. Okay. Now we need a couple things before we put our little biscuits in the oven. We need to microwave. Can you sing Peaches, please? Oh, peaches, 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 peaches. Oh, I love you, peaches. Actually, don't really know the lyrics to that song, but unless you mean like Peaches PRC. Thoughts on chain pasta? Yeah, I think chain pasta's like whatever. Like, would I rather go to like an authentic family-run Italian restaurant where, you know, grandpa's out back hand making the pasta and mama's making her Italian wedding soup, and then the bambino is in the back playing with his blocks. But that place doesn't exist in Halifax, Nova Scotia. We had like one good little family pizza or pasta joint called Vinny's Pasta Bar. It was awesome. Everyone loves Vinny's. And then it closed. Hey, Kimbit! Oh my goodness, long time! How we doing? Oh, peaches, 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 peaches. Welcome to everyone who's joining. Patrick Blair. I know you, Patrick Blair. We went to elementary school together. No, we didn't. A nice Italian accent. Oh, well, thank you. Happy woman. A tech nerd. I love the setup. Hey from Cape Breton. Well, hey from Halifax. Or just outside Halifax. It has been forever. Too long, in fact, as they say. Too long. Okay. We've got our butter here, ready to go. Let that cool for 2 seconds. We have got our tray all nicely set up here, all buttered. Yeah, it has been for. Yeah, I think this is the new setup. We basically built a stunt kitchen, as I'm calling it, in my basement. So now we can like shoot and cook stuff without having to bother my wife, which she really appreciates. Okay, we're gonna pour a little bit of hot butter on the top of each one. You could do an egg wash on top. You could do milk wash. You could do butter, whatever you like. We are going butter. And look at this. I've got the world's stupidest piece of merch. Hey, do you like... Where'd it go? Do you like Rickard's Red beer, which, like, almost exclusively doesn't come in bottles, and also basting barbecue stuff? Well, here is a bottle opener that also can brush sauce on your meat, or biscuits in this case, sponsored by a beer company that doesn't really make that many bottles anymore. Actually, Rickard's does come in bottle, but still. Stupid. That was one of the stupidest pieces of swag or merch that I ever got when I was working in the beer company. Okay, here are the beautiful biscuits. Look at that. Biscuit heaven. Where did you go? So I worked for Molson Coors for a little while, and yeah, and I would quite frequently. Oh no, I don't want to preheat. No, I don't want to preheat. Why is it preheating? No, stop. Dual cook. 350. No. No. Okay. I don't know how to use my air. Okay. Cool. I think I just set the air fryer on. Okay, I used to work for a cell company. A Rogers Bluetooth phone piece. Oh man, the amount of like bad swag that companies will produce. I swear to goodness. It is just like an old cord phone, so I get. Oh man, that's awesome. That's exactly it, though. Companies love producing weird swag that, frankly, nobody asked for or wants. Oh god, gotta turn my water down a little bit so I don't spray it all over. I've got a power bar set up. You can see where the sink is on screen. Yeah, just above where the sink is, there is a large extension cord and a power bar. So, I've developed literally dozens of ways to severely injure myself in my new stunt kitchen. Carbon monoxide poisoning. My guy with the downstairs kitchen. Living big now, baby. Got a downstairs kitchen. Oh, yeah. Just for TikToks, it worked out for your props. Oh, that's fun, though. Yeah, that's a good call. Okay, got to get that knife nice and clean. One thing we don't mess around with is the cleanliness of our knives. All right, this guy is still relatively clean. Good. Oh, peaches! Now I've got the peaches. I haven't even seen the Mario movie, and I've got the Peaches song stuck into my head, which is a funny song. I'll give you because I've seen a video for it. But I got to remember to throw that out, but not down here, or else it will stink up my downstairs kitchen. All right, look at this too. My freaking spray bottle. I'm loving this thing. This is like the good quality spray bottle from the dollar store. Like you can buy like the $1 or like the $2 one. That's like really small and looks like you could spray plants with it or something. Or you can spend like $4. Living big at the dollar store, babies. And you can get this like slightly bigger, more rugged one. You'll be seeing that all day. I 1,000% will be seeing this all day now. 1,000%. All right, nice soapy little setup here. Get all that soap. Peaches from the... Did your wife kick you out of the upstairs kitchen? In a sense, I knew she doesn't love having her kitchen. Because the thing about it is, no matter how hard or how much I try to clean up, after I stream for an hour and cook and eat, the last thing I do is like have the attention or the mindfulness to like properly clean up. And then I always want to be like, oh, I'll just leave the cameras out for like, you know, Saturday and Sunday because I'll be streaming tomorrow and blah, blah, blah. And then the kitchen just becomes a mess. And we have to eat 3 meals a day. So, you know, it's just like one of those things where, yeah, it's just not great. But wow, okay. These guys are doing great so far. Look at that. Look at that. They're already looking really nice. You can see on the top-down camera we got a little bit of browning. You know what? I am going to actually turn these around, and we are going to turn down the temperature quite a bit to like 250 because it's an air fryer. That extra is always worth it though. Yeah, honestly, at the dollar store, spend the extra like $2 because like it will be worth it in the long run. I completely agree. Completely agree. Okay, let's get another little sip of coffee. Nothing like a hot coffee in the morning. Okay, I think we've cleared out most of the smoke, so we're gonna just take the fans off here. So we get a nice quiet little vibe again. Actually, that one there is nice. Okay. Fantastic. Now, what are you all cooking for breakfast in your neck of the woods? What are you guys having this morning? Are you cooking? Are you just heating up some stuff? Are you maybe making some leftovers? I love good leftovers for breakfast. My wife didn't eat like any of her cheese capelletti at Eastside Mario's last night. I definitely ate like a handful of it at like 2 in the morning when I woke up and felt like a little snackish. What we got? Brian's got some French toast on the go. Very nice, Brian. Heavily approve. Amanda's cooking a little bacon and eggs. I like a nice bacon and egg. Nothing wrong with bacon and eggs. Well, unless you don't eat bacon or are allergic to eggs. But beyond that, what did I get on the floor? Oh, I got butter on my floor. Interesting. We'll have to clean up the butter on the floor a little bit later. I also have to move my marks now. Oh, God, my friends, it's just so tough being having your own kitchen studio in the basement. Whatever will I do? No, it's fun. It is fun, though. I have, like, little tape marks on the floor to remind me where I need to put the tool bench, because this is not a counter, as someone correctly pointed out a few minutes ago. This is, in fact, a tool bench, which is just like a big toolbox on wheels. Please don't slip. Ooh, sourdough bread too, Brian. Nice. But now that I've got the top-down camera set up in such a way that it's nicely centered and whatnot, we actually have to keep these things on their mark. So that's cool. Oh, these tea biscuits are going to be freaking excellent. We're going to have to get a nice picture set up. Okay, guys, what do we want this morning? We've got some plate choices. Do we want... Here we go. Let's see here. Do we want the ship, the homeward bound, as it's called? This one here would be called Man's Ruin. Apologies for the sexism, but Man's Ruin is, of course, a picture of a woman, a drink, and dice with the suits from the pack of cards on the thing. All the vices that would ruin a man. That's what that's traditionally called. We've got the web, or the web of crime. Typical criminal. We used that one last week. And then we've got, of course, the beautiful sparrow and the breakfast in the OG kitchen anymore. I mean, from time to time, we might like pop into the upstairs kitchen and do a stream up there. We're definitely going to be doing them more down here. Yeah, I'm thinking either the Man's Ruin or the Homeward Bound. Go with the ruin. Okay, we can go with the ruin. All right, we'll go with the ruin here. It'll be very nice. Oh, no, wait. I went with the wrong one. There we go. He's done, he's in my head. Stunt food vlogs. Now, what would you think of as a stunt food vlog? Because I've been trying to think of a way that would be interesting or valuable to people who follow me to do a stunt food vlog, but I've not quite been able to find a way in which I find it super. You can kind of see stunt food IRL. Okay. So like finding restaurants locally that are serving kind of crazier food. That's definitely an option. Ooh, you know what we should make? We should make a little bit of... Oh, damn. Oh, you know what? No, we can do that easy. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Hold on, I've got a new idea. I want to make something noise. Want to make something noise, make something noise. Okay. PD's got an idea. How about the ante? How long are you cooking them for? I don't actually know. I'm kind of playing that by ear. Is the belly buster donair stunt food? You ask me that question like you yourself do not already know the answer. Good sir. Generally speaking, anything with the word belly buster in it is designed for size and not for taste. I have a feeling. Much like the 38-inch pizza that used to be available from Razzi's Pizzeria here in beautiful Haligonia. Okay, we're going to turn the power down on our microwave because microwaves have power settings, and they are... Wait, did that not... I don't think I started the air fryer. Why is it preheating? Oh, I don't want you to preheat. Oh, this thing sucks. I'm back to hating air fryers, guys. Air fryers suck. Beautiful plate. Thank you very much. Yes, we're big fans of the plate. God freaking damn it. Now I don't know if this is working or they're cooking at all. Oh, sorry, I'm swearing. Apologies. I try not to swear on here. We try and have you read the instructions? Sarah, I am an overly confident white man. Do you think I have ever read the instructions? Let's be real here. I'm not about to disparage my gender and race. But we're not stereotypically known for being big instruction readers. But yeah. Can we do an outdoor barbecue sometime? That is a fantastic idea. Fantastic idea. Yeah, we definitely do an outdoor barbecue. I think that'd be lovely. What are my dogs doing up there? My dogs are getting into all sorts of mischief. Okay, I think this is cool enough now. We're going to do a little bit of honey butter. What are the dogs doing? What are the dogs doing? Dogs! I gotta use my Google Home app because I'm gonna have to be like, hey, dogs, what are you guys doing? Stop barking right now. So now that you guys might Google the broadcast across the house when it is wildly inappropriate to do so, such as my dogs just started randomly barking. Okay, we're going to get a little bit of butter. We've softened it. We're going to add about a teaspoon of honey. Never thought about it before, but I don't read the instructions either. I know, that's what I say. It is the folly of ours. Yeah, we're going to whip some honey into this. What happened to the regular kitchen? The regular kitchen is upstairs. It's doing just fine. It is being used by my wife for cooking actual food. That's mainly it. We just wanted a little dedicated place where I could actually rig up like the proper amount of lights. We'll still go upstairs from time to time. It's like such a funny split between people who are like, oh, I love the new setup. And people who are like, what happened to the old kitchen? The gold fixtures, the green cabinets. Okay, this fork is doing well. But, oh, ooh, that's perfect. That's just the right amount of sweetness. I'm just going to rinse off my other little whisk here. Ready? Okay. Great. Okay, these are going well. I really genuinely don't know if they were cooking previously. But you know what? We're going to pop them in for another couple seconds like that. Boom. Wholesome, but the kitchen, I know. I agree with you. The other kitchen's way nicer. I mean, that's why it is our actual primary kitchen. But okay, we're just going to whip this butter. We're just getting a bunch of air into this. That's basically what you're doing when you're whipping something. Now with butter, you got to be careful because you can whip it into not butter. But we just got to keep doing that every few minutes, like that. Give this a taste. Needs a little bit more honey, actually. Now that we've mixed that a little bit more, just a little bit more honey. That mixed in like that. Oh, that's it now. Now we got a beautiful color change on that. It's funny, the color change you probably can't see on camera, but it makes it like a darker yellow. Oops, not like an orange, but like, oh goodness, like a darker yellow butter. It's going to be lovely on top of these little scones. It's going to be lovely. Okay, now I just need a little portion-y cup. Hey Siri, text Alex. Is there any chance you can bring me down that little ramekin thing we stole from Eastside Mario's? Perfect. Okay. I think that these biscuits are done. So let's take a look at them, my friends. Let's take a look at them right here. We've got some great color. Borrowed. The color difference from your front view and view is so yeah, so that's exactly it. So obviously the front view I'm using like a real actual camera that's quite nice. And the other view is yeah, okay, these are good. Got a little browning on top. They're actually not that brown on the bottom, which is kind of perfectly where we want them. Boom. My friends used to steal pictures. Oh my god, amazing. Who's seen that episode of Seventh Heaven where or so-and-so gets accused of, okay, this one here is the ugliest. I'm sorry, but you are going to be sacrificed to the great gods of taste in the sky. Hi, baby. Oh, thank you. Did you see my scones? Look at where they turned out. Come here.
I don't know. Oh, shoot.
The amount of beer glass I stole. I like curdled scrambled egg, or curded scrambled eggs better than Gordon Ramsay's smooth creamy. I don't think that's that controversial. I mean, it is in a sense that like, oh my god, you challenged an opinion that Gordon Ramsay has. But I think a lot of Gordon's recipes are like his, I'm using air quotes here. Sorry, I gotta do. Gordon Ramsay's beef Wellington is a pretty standard beef Wellington. He didn't innovate on that dish at all. He just did a very good classic version of it. Same with his scrambled eggs. Wow. Wow, those are flaky. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay's scrambled eggs are just what's called a French scramble, which is essentially when you put a bain-marie over a pot of boiling water and you just curdle, you do the scrambled eggs like that, and make super creamy. The only thing he does different is instead of using a water method, like a water boiling method, he just does it on a high heat, low heat thing.
And it works like fairly well. But I agree, it's not like he very rarely like does innovate. Like, yeah, I don't know. Grimm's did a lot of audacity calling food bland when he I don't love the stereotype that classic British food is bland because I grew up with it and that's not my experience. But yeah, I definitely get why people say that. You know, that typical opinion. Well, the British don't know about food. The British do know about food in my take, but I do hear you. Okay, let's get a nice little photograph here. Let's get a couple of our show-stopping scones at the front. And a couple more at the back. We'll stack some up maybe. Like that. We'll stack them. Like that. Let's go. Stackety, stack. Oh, there we go. Nice setup. Thanks, bro. So let's get that over there. I'm going to cheat a little bit. You know how I'm going to cheat, guys? I'm going to make the photograph look nicer by wiping off my pan so that you can't see like the little the little burnt bits of butter. And then we're going to pretend like I didn't just do that. So we'll get a couple over here. Let's got our little tea towel set up here. I think a tea towel always looks nice. We'll of course have it pictured on Scotland, so the irony for people is clear. And we'll do a little bit of that, little bit of that, little bit of that. All right. Let's get some photographiering. I'm just going to move everything a little bit this way. Yeah, I love this new setup personally. I know it's not as nice looking as some of the in some ways as some of the other one was. But like this is it. This is just kind of what we needed. And I think we're going to need to cut one of these little tea biscuits to show how lovely it looks inside. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. And then we'll do just a little bit of butter like that on the top of it. Beautiful. There's a great trick too. If you have a camera with like a 0.5 lens, if you shoot upside down, you can get like hilariously close in on your subjects. Okay, the new setup is a lot nicer and more practical for content creating. That really is what it is. This is entirely a practical set, or a more practical setup for making videos. But okie dokie. Let us taste one of our beautiful honey butter tea scones. Wow. I love honey butter. Oh my goodness. Look, for me, I grew up with my mom baking scones in very much this way. I mean, butter and a little bit of sweetness. That's kind of the perfect combination for my taste buds anyway. These are perfectly cooked scones. You can tell because the tops, the top is golden brown and the bottom is nice and clear. We don't have an overcooked bottom. We have a slightly brown top. It's the best of both worlds. Phil's off to cook brunch. Phil, keep it clean, keep it lean, keep it mean. And and you'll make the green. Have a good brunch, buddy. Yeah, that's it. I'm giving these a solid... You know, these bring me back to my mom's tea biscuits. I don't know why I got the recipe so perfect today. I don't usually get it this well. These remind me of my mom. I'm just having like a nostalgic little thing here. I'm gonna shed a little tear. I'm giving these an 8.2 out of 10. Bussin' scale, 8.2 out of 10. This is a real good tea biscuit. Or scone. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Can't go wrong. I'm going to eat like 4 of these once I turn the camera off. But hey, thank you all for being here. We're going to just slowly and really subtly move the old camera. Or move the old counter. Watch, I can basically tear down the setup now. This is why I love this room so much. I can basically tear down my setup in 30 seconds. We're torn down. Look at that. I got my marks on the floor too. Hey, thank you all for tuning in to watch the breakfast stream this morning. I'm going to take this off the floor here because those are my old marks and I don't need them anymore. Thank you for tuning into the breakfast stream. It is a pleasure having the opportunity and the privilege to cook and hang out with you wonderful folks every Sunday, Saturday morning. Yeah, share the live, invite some friends, whatever you want to do. We got a good crew, but we could always use a few more. Take care of yourselves. Most importantly, share some love today. Tell someone you love them, man, whether it's your mom, your dad, maybe your kids, maybe your brother, your sister, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your non-binary lover. It doesn't matter. People just need to hear they're loved. Know that I love each and every one of you very, very much, and I thank you very much for everything you do for me every day. And we will see you again real soon. Hey, check out my link, the link in my bio on TikTok, and check out my YouTube if you haven't already. There's replays of the streams there. If you've missed anything, if you really want to emulate this recipe at home, whatever, great place to find that resource. Until next time, we'll see you. All right, bye. Goodbye, everybody. And now we have the outro music, like do 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 do. Thanks for watching me now. Do 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 do. We'll see you later, my friend.